Everybody, Martin here, and I have something kind of interesting that I want to talk with you about today. Because I'm like trying to do more like research into like how complex the world is, basically. So I just saw like in 1.5 hour interview with Tom Bill. I don't have I don't know how to say that, but like Tom and Daniel, which I don't even know how to say his last name, but whatever. And that was really nice. And I saw a TED talk called "On Being Wrong," which was also really good. And then I actually just brought up my phone and I just like took an Instagram story and I tried to say everything in like 30 seconds or something, like the maximum amount you have on, or is it like 1 minute? I have no idea. Anyways, the conclusion was that it was too hard to make like the Instagram story. So it's like, okay, I should just make a little video about it because I have so much to say. And I think that's pretty nice. So, where can I start? Yeah, like okay. So for those who know me, and like if you don't know me from before, I often think of like effective altruism and like how we as individuals can help nature, animals, and humans in the best way. So I'm really like into like animal rights activism and human rights and environmentalism. So I also run an organization like World Saving Hustle, which is like an organization trying to work together with all these different cases or causes and see how like we can get more effective together and so on. And I have really good people like supporting me and so on, and I'm really like in my bubble, and I know that. And what I'm doing now, and what this video is more about, is to get outside our bubble. So yeah, that's like I will explain why I think it's important, but that is like the action step that I would like you who is watching to join in like the quest of like figuring out life outside our bubble. Yeah, yeah, actually, because okay, so one thing is that which they were talking about in the interview and so on, and I highly recommend watching the interview. By the way, it will be in the description or something. Yeah, so just check it out. But yeah, they're talking a lot about like social media, and I guess you will know this or like understand what I'm talking about. So you know, on social media, we tend to only follow like the people we like, right? Like, why would we follow somebody we don't like? Kind of. And when I say we like, I mean like um people that have like the same beliefs as us. Like for example, for me, I like to follow people who are also vegan, for example, because I'm vegan, so I like to see what other vegans are doing. And just like human rights things, like people who fight for human rights, I like to follow them because I also believe we should like speak up about human rights and so on. And I would for sure say that I'm somewhere on the left. I think I'm actually so bad with like political blah 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 that I have no idea, but people would say I'm there, or like I'm green or something because environmentalism. So yeah, or yeah, like I don't know, but let's not go into that. um so when we are on social media, we're often just following the people who we like and so on, which then becomes this like echo chamber or like bubble that we're living in, because all of the information that we get is from people who have similar like either life experience or knowledge or mindset as us right now. um, and that is just like just imagine all the information or like the data, like photos, videos, captions, text, and so on, which is being published on like Instagram and Facebook and like YouTube every day. Like that's just like that's so much, right? Like it's crazy how much is out there. But the algorithms are working so that when you are going into Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube and so on, you will only see what triggers your like dopamine, like what makes you happy, basically. So like if you're going to YouTube and you're always searching for funny cat videos, for example. Then next time you will go onto YouTube, there will be like a lot of suggestions, like, hey, you should watch these other funny cat videos, you know. They will not show you like how to build a house when you're searching for funny cat videos, like, you know. um, and that is because, of course, like, as a business, like, the thing that is really important for businesses is that they will get your attention, and that like, so they can get like customers, so that, and that you as a customer are going to use them over and over and over again. So they want like as many customers as they can get, and they want you to stay there for as long as possible. So therefore, of course, they want that echo chamber or like bubble effect. Like, the things you are searching for are the things that will pop up. But the kind of dangerous or like interesting thing here is that there are just so much more things that is like really important in the world, and is really important that we should know about, because like, world issues are really complex. So to just follow people who solve some kind of world issues, but not everyone, is like really hard. Like, you just can't do that, can you? Or like, no, because it's just so many different people, so you can't do that. So then, so like, when you're doing something, it's really hard to know if you're actually doing the right thing. Like, for example, with effective altruism, like a trap, or not even a trap, it can be a good thing, but it can also be a trap. It's just that when you're really trying to think about what is the most effective way to save the world, or like to fix this world issue or something, you can suddenly just like think for such a long period that it could have been better if you just acted when you have like a kind of good solution that you know will kind of work, and just do it, instead of just sitting and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. But the thing is that if you just do, but you don't think that much about it, it's really hard to know, have you really thought about everything about the thing that you're going to do, so that you know that there are not any bad consequences, or not that like the bad consequences are actually like making it even worse. So when you're trying to do good, you're doing it worse. And yeah, there are like some examples of this. Maybe I can take a quick one. Like, there was this TV show, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but where you know, if you've seen TV show where like kids or like youth who have behaved really bad, they are taken into jail to get like scared, if you understand. So like, they're brought to jail, and then the inmates are like scaring them and saying like, hey, if you continue like this, you're gonna end up here, and this sucks. Like, you don't want your life to suck, you shouldn't do bad things, kind of like, do you know, like, have you seen that? Or if not, just imagine it, because it's a thing. And like, a purpose of that program is, yeah, to like show kids that like, yeah, hey, you shouldn't behave like this, because you will end up here, which is a bad thing. Like, you would like to live out in the free, not in jail. But that show, like TV show, actually increased harm, instead of like reducing it. Like, isn't that weird? Yeah, I'll see if I find the source, and then I will link it down. If not, just take it as maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But it's just like, some things, like, you never know if you're actually doing a good thing or a bad thing. For like vegan activism, for example, also, it's just really hard to know when you're doing like a good thing or a bad thing. But I think at least just getting people to eat less animals is like a good thing always. But it can depend on how you're also approaching people. Like, I don't know. But yeah, of course, like, eating less animals is like good, because animals like have feelings and they want to live. So like, that's, yeah. And like, killing less humans, good thing. Like, not raping that much is like a good thing. But like how to do that is like really hard. um like to solve the issue on a bigger scale, of course. um yeah, but like to go out and pick trash, for example, is really good because like, yeah, you're just like, there's trash in nature, you pick it up, and that was good. And I've been talking with like, yeah, with some close friends or like colleagues about this too, and like the only bad thing there, we think, is that uh, instead of picking trash, you could probably spend your time doing something like more giving, or not giving but more effectful. But at least picking up trash is like a good thing. But it's really hard to know when, like for me as a CEO of a non-profit organization, it's kind of hard for me to like really dig deep into what is like actually working and so on sometimes. But the meaning with this video was more to, yeah, to therefore like go out of our bubble to check like what more is like happening. So what I'm going to do now, is that I will reach out to, I think I will reach out to like a lot of different political parties and so on, because that's just a easy landscape to find different opinions. And I will just ask them like the same type of questions, and why do they think as they think and so on. Maybe I can actually make a video out of that too, so I can share it with you. But yeah, like I just want this journey of like, of really staying open-minded, but checking with like facts. I'm not thinking like conspiracy theories or something more bullshit stuff. Sorry. But I'm thinking like, what is like actually working, how complex is actually the world. Yeah, like how can we really make a difference. Yeah. And then I'm also digging a bit deep into something called game B, which I have to talk about another time, because I don't know what it is, or like I don't understand so much of it right now. But yeah, I just thought of giving you like this kind of update of what's going on in my head right now. And yeah, so the main thing of this is just to figure out, like, let's get like out of our bubble a bit. Like it's good to stay in our lane, but I think we can really learn a lot if we go to like the other sides and so on, and understand that, like, like when we're all saying like, or like we're all saying I am at least saying a lot that like I believe like we're just one big family. We should respect each other, no matter like what race or religion or anything like that, right? Like let one love feeling, like that vegan feeling, or like whatever you want to call it, just like a feeling of love for everyone. Respect, equality, wow. Like, yeah, if you're gay or not, or like whatever, like, right? I get pumped up now. It's pretty late here in Norway, but yeah. Oh, I gotta go to bed. But okay, I have to end this video. Don't forget your point now, Martin. Come on, what was your point? Yeah, so when we're all talking about that, like one love and so on, when we're having debates, or when we're talking yeah, let me just yeah, when we're talking about like all lives matter and black lives matter, or we're talking about like hunters and vegans, or left or right side and so on. For me, in my bubble, with the information I consume, it seems like we don't have that all love kind of thing, and it's actually just super easy to just call people idiots and so on, which is super weird, because like, or I'm just trying not to offend anybody. I'm just trying to be really open here, okay? So if you're offended for something that I've said, I'm really sorry. Not my intentions. But yeah, so then it's like to go outside our bubble, but with love. And we will see that, like, for example, yeah, I'm vegan. You don't have to be vegan to watch this or whatever, but whatever. Like I'm vegan for like the animals mostly. So when I'm doing like activism and talking with people, they will say reasons to me to why they should continue eat animals, which I think is kind of stupid. Which is like, I just really love the taste, and then I'm like, okay, so like taste is more worth than like the lives of animals. And what if I told you that like there's seriously just amazing vegan food, so you can have like an even better experience, like taste experience, would you go vegan? And then they would say no, and I said, okay, but you said that taste was more important, so if you could have like amazing vegan tasty food, why wouldn't you? And then I'm like, I don't understand. But anyway, so people will come up with things that I or you would think is like kind of stupid. But then I don't want us to stop there, or like if that's the only feedback you will get, then like just keep going, because you will find smart people on the other side or something. I would think, at least. I would think very strongly. So just keep going until you find like the smarter people that does not agree with what you currently have as what you think is right. um, yeah, because then I think we can get like a more complex and better understanding of the world we're living in and how we can solve problems. Because if you can get, and I'm not sure if this will work, but that's what I hope, that if we can get people that are on like opposite sides to understand that they're solving the same issue, and then to figure out how you can cooperate together. But how I see that is happening in like media and like in my bubble, but again, this is in my bubble. I'm like really aware that I'm in my fucking bubble. um and that it's just like so much shouting and so on. I don't see like the good talks where they're actually talking and being like, yeah, like really like down to earth and trying to figuring it out without just calling people like stupid or idiots and so on. Yeah, so that's what I will try to figure out. I'm not sure if you even are hanging in this video, if you're watching this far, because it's really complex for myself to think, and I'm not sure you can see I'm thinking so hard while I'm making this video. I absolutely do not have any manuscript or something, but I just felt that I couldn't do it in an Instagram story, so I had so much on my heart, so I should just give it a go, and I'm happy that I did it right now. But yeah, like please leave a comment below on what you think. I will for sure read every comment and answer everything. I'm so deep into this right now. Remember to subscribe and pop the bell icon so you see when I get a new video and so on, you know. And yeah, if you like this, like it. If you have any thoughts, please comment down below. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, okay, bye bye. That was funny.